Alright, so time for game 3. In this one, if you look at the set for a moment, you can see Young Witch cursor, and with 4 people, it will be a total slog, you would expect. And you see Haven is a Bane, so a non-terminal Bane. It's pretty good, except that it misses a reshuffle a lot as a duration card, and a minimally drawing, but drawing duration card. And we see Ghost Ship, which I don't think will be very effective, considering that the decks are going to be so mucked up that actually the Haven-like effect, or the Courtyard-like effect of it, might actually be significantly close to as strong as the damage of the Militia-like effect. Also, drawing 2 cards is not going to be that great, so, Fishing Village, I mean, there's not much of an engine around. Cut Purse is potentially extremely annoying, because copper is going to be a significant part of economies for pretty much the whole game. And yeah. So that's what I see when I look at this board, mostly. So we all open Haven, because we need the Bane, we need the defense. Young Witch, and then Cut Purse. Interesting, being a contrarian, thinking, oh, well, everyone has these Banes. So I'm going to go for something that A, the 2 money is better than the 2 filter, and B, that's also a pretty nasty attack. I go Young Witch, and I'd actually considered potentially going Haven, which has got to be pretty bad. I don't know. The thing is, I expect to get, when you're getting attacked from so many different corners, Haven is not such a bad thing, because it really ups your defense quotient, and with everyone attacking, whatever. I don't think I was going to do it anyway, because you want to get the cursor yourself. And definitely with the Cut Purse in front of me, I was going to go for the Young Witch as opposed to the second Haven. And then All Fail also goes for Cut Purse. And again, I think, well, there's going to be a pretty big first turn advantage here, which is not to All Fail's advantage in this case at all, being last player. It's going to sort of snowball on him. I think Young Witch has to be better than Cut Purse, at least the first one. So I'm able to block this first Young Witch, and I realized at some point pretty soon here that with only one other player getting Young Witch, it wasn't as big of a deal for me to pick up lots and lots of Havens. So keep that in mind. So there's a silver for him, and then I get a Talisman on my 4. Now, I have a feeling the game's going to go long enough with the slog that being able to Talisman some silvers, or potentially some Cut Purses or mining villages, could really be a big deal. And it actually turns out to be the case in this game. So I'm pretty happy with this pickup here. And then we all get hit by this Cut Purse, and my Young Witch hits everyone except All Fail, and forces a reshuffle with my Young Witch and my Haven, which I was not too happy about, but I don't know, I think you got to do it, man. So I pick up the Haven there, and so here on turn 5, I have actually gotten away with not getting hit with the Young Witch for a while. And I get a couple of mining villages, which was an interesting call for me. It could have gotten fishing villages, could have gotten mining villages, could have gotten silvers, could have looked at getting 2 more Young Witches, but I thought that would be a little overmuch with them being terminal and draw. So this was actually a close decision. And we see picking up more Cut Purses. That is a lot of Cut Purses for All Fail. And here we both have Banes, but there's a curse for all fail. And then here, I go ahead and decide to pop one of my mining villages. I mean, I really think that's going to be their big use in this game. And I'm only able to get a young witch with it, but I'm okay with that. And I do hand out more curses. Now, I figured I really needed the second young witch because there's only one other person getting them. And you really want to press that curse advantage, especially early on. So, as we keep going on here I decide to get silvers because I think that's going to be best for my long-term economy. All fail is able to get another gold. And ZXCVBN gets the golem that he's been going for. But the thing is, he doesn't have that many actions to golem. So that makes it a little bit weak. Now there's a ghost ship, which I just don't think is that great. And really lets me predict what I'm going to get here, although I have these two cantrips. Haven Away, the good card, the best card, and then Young Witch, and then poof, it's all gone, right? Allfail already turns for duchies, which is plausible, but it actually doesn't even get him a lead at this point because he has so many more curses than I do, and he's just going to be steamrolled over, I expect. Even with his 2 golds, I expect him to really get hammered in these dead cards in his hand. So I was actually feeling quite good at my chances at this point. Another cut purse goes down, and he's able to get a gold as well. Moving along here, I get more mining villages because I figure the one-shot pops may be real important at this point. Although again, it was a big consideration between the mining villages, the cut purses, and the silvers. And moving right along, I consistently am able to do good things for my what am I trying to say here? For my cursing battle, which is, you know, mostly probably luck because I only have 2 of the havens. The havens are already gone, by the way, at this point, and 3-pile ending is just definitely what's going to happen. And Allfail continues to pump for duchies. Now, ZXCVBN has these golems going on, but the thing is, with all these havens, he's playing them all, which means they're not defending him at all, and he's reshuffling a lot with them, so that's sort of a backfire on that strategy. Also, he doesn't have anything better to play with his actions, mostly anyway, than Haven, which makes the golem a lot weaker. So okay, here I'm able to luckily get up to 8 for a province, which is very nice for me. And stuff keeps going on. I go ship down, and I'm able to mining village and play both these young witches, get some more silvers off that talisman, which is real nice. And these young witches both get totally through, so that's 6 curses given in 1 turn. Again, good fortune for me. This is yet another cut purse for him, and he is starting to get to a lot of terminals, but, you know, it works out, I guess. And then here I'm able to get another province, which just puts me in sitting pretty position. And as this game continues to go on, so, okay, some not perfect luck at this point. The game continues to go on. I just get a silver. I put the mining village back on that ghost ship to give me a better chance the next time. And this is a guaranteed province, yeah. So, he gets yet another cut purse. At this point I have a big lead, and I'm actually considering trying to see what I can do to make the game longer so that Allfail will not get second, because I figure he has a weaker deck in the long run. But on the other hand, they're not so far behind me that I feel like I can really not buy duchies, as they're probably what's going to be the 3rd pile, so it ends up, that metagaming ends up not really being an issue. But here I want to look at, so he golems into a Haven and Young Witch, and he plays a Haven first. I'm pretty sure he needs to play the Young Witch first, and then Haven something. Because with the Haven first, he gets to get the best card possibly there for the next, but he doesn't really know what he wants this turn. If you play the Young Witch first, there's two advantages to get out of that. One, you know exactly what you have when you're deciding what to haven away, so you can really maximize the efficiency of this turn right now. Two, the Young Witch is going to get rid of your worst cards anyway, so you might just draw a better card with your Haven and want to Haven it away. And then, like, finally, I guess this is a 3. It's just like, I don't know. Yeah, maybe there's only 2 reasons, but it's just clearly better, I think, to play the Young Witch first, so long as you have enough cards in your hand, and he definitely does here, that Young Witch isn't going to bring you down to nothing. Anyway, so they each get a province. I grab some duchies, and the game just sort of grinds along. I get a duchy here, which was I was really thinking about, but I think had to have been the right play. And then CXCVBN ends it, and if we go back to the top, that forced him to get the same number of points as Allfail at the end, but he had one more turn, so he locked himself into 3rd. Now, he was significantly ahead of 4th, so he could have played to make the game go longer and try to get an advantage that way. But with only 1 duchy left, it's really not that likely that he's going to get ahead of Allfail, so I don't really blame him, although I think the other probably would have been a slightly better play. Anyway, as always, comments or questions on YouTube, and thanks very much.